Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another episode of Shameless FC. Big up all the Shameless gang locked in already. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. Check out everyone's socials. Check out everyone's channels in the description below as well if you guys haven't done so already. It's been another week without club football, but at least there's international football to slightly entertain, as I say slightly, but I mean that in some sort of decent sense, but at least the knockout stage is coming around. So games are starting to get a bit more intense. But big up everyone who's locked in. Big up the rest of the panel as well. Flawless, I'm going to start off with you. How's your week been, my G?
Yeah, I'm blessed, fam. I'm blessed. I'm surprised you didn't start off talking about Christensen. You know what I'm saying? And his goal. I thought you would have loved the Euros.
Oh, we're getting to that. We're getting to that. Don't worry. We won't going to start outright when we've got barely anyone in. I'm going to wait till the crowd builds up and then we'll talk about the Danish Baresi.
The Danish who? Sorry, pardon me.
Baresi.
All right, okay, yeah, but yeah, minus you saying that, I'm blessed. Everything's good. You know what I'm saying? I know we have to have this interaction, like we don't talk every day, but yeah, man, I'm blessed, and that week's been blessed. Zero complaints.
Love to hear that, Babs. What about you, my G? What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, it's just been busy, mate. The transfers open. I'm scouting players, certain James as well. I'm looking at them quite closely, scouting the players for the Arsenal, and just transfer news.
Did you say?
Yeah,
James?
we will go.
Yeah, I said James, isn't it? You heard about James. Yeah, you don't call him James Maddison. I call him James Maddison.
Oh, I thought
that's because you can't pronounce his name properly.
I have to twist it around. I'll give him that that flavour, that little, you know what I mean, seasoning and that. Yeah, come on, James. We don't need it. He's Norwich, but we'll call him James, isn't it? There's a Nando's in Norwich.
Coventry, bro. Come on.
Get Perry on him, and there you go. He becomes James, mate.
He's got the wrong place. Norwich. He just thinks everywhere in the middle is all the same.
Vibes, bro. Got to pass the vibes.
Standard London behaviour.
That is what Babs is on. He's on a vibes thing with that. You know what I'm saying? He's on a full vibes thing.
Yeah, let me not speak on the rest of London either. Ryan, what are you telling me, Maggie?
Maggie, I'm good. All good, man. Just, watching the Euros, looking forward to Love Island starting, looking forward to watching Fast and Furious 9, the best films ever made in history. So, yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to stuff. Excited at the moment, Maggie.
Yeah, don't forget to check out Ryan's Love Island recaps live on Sarcasm City from next week. Check it out. Smash the like and subscribe button, all of that. Neil, what are you telling me, man? It's been a minute. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, not bad. Just waiting for Leicester to finally officially sign some players. I mean, we're all building. It's looking like we're going to be a good transfer window so far. But yeah, thanks for having me on. Again, it's going to be a decent discussion today, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Jan, what are you saying? How's your week been?
Yeah, great. I think City have rattled a few people today, but that's what we do best. So
rattled a few people?
It's what it is. Yeah, like everyone was saying, we're ruining football and all that. It's like, it's not ruining football, but it is what it is. We'll see who we actually end up with, because we're always linked with about 50 players in a transfer window. So we'll see who we actually get.
Yeah, I've been seeing the stuff that's been coming out today, and apparently you guys have put a 100 million deal for Jack Grealish just days after you put in a 100 million deal in for Harry Kane. Like, yeah. I'm the last club to judge. I'm not saying a word, but first off, is this true?
I doubt it. Do you know what? Like, I think Grealish, they like Grealish, and Grealish likes, well, he loves De Bruyne, innit? So I think he would play for City.
He wants to win. He don't want to stay at Aston Villa. Sorry, Villa fans. He wants to win trophies. He wants to go to an actual big club. Do you know what? I'm not even like that, right? But these man, they've been giving me about the Smith Rowe. About Smith Rowe. No, I'm not like that. I'm seriously, I'm not like that. Look, Neil, right? You're a Leicester fan. You don't see me argue with Leicester fans, do you? Right? Actually, that's tonight. Right, but what I'm saying is, right, I did not have, when Villa signed Buendia, I said fair play, right, but when they come for Smith Rowe, I'm like, yo, who did these guys think they fucking up? Who do you think you are, bro? Who are you?
European champions.
In 1986, bro. Lewis, your dad wasn't born in 1986, bro.
I hope he was. Because how old did that make me?
That would be a bit illegal, you know. I won't get into that one.
We won in England then.
Nah, man. Seriously, I like Aston Villa as a club, but goodness gracious me,
Aston Villa fans, Look at
that's
Arsenal,
pissed me
man.
off, bro.
Rattled.
Yeah,
I know.
no, I'm not. Do you know what? I'm not even rattled anymore. I'm just like,
Rattled,
just
mate.
move on. Just move on. Leave me
Gorilla
alone
in a
and go
cage,
do your
rattled.
business.
They are trying to move on. They're trying to move on with Emil Smith Rowe.
And they're not gonna get him.
The man trying to buy your young star boy, the disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
It's the fact they put 2 bids now, not 1 bid.
You get me?
Two,
That man came
two,
with
you
chest
know.
twice, That man backed it up and that.
I just don't know who's guys these guys. I seriously don't know who's guys. Do you know what it is, right? I was speaking to a few Villa fans, and then they were saying to me, right, the reason why some Villa fans really hate Arsenal is because, like, their biggest game in their history, in recent history, last 10 years, right, was the FA Cup final, and we spanked them 4-0. And that's why a lot of Villa fans hold a grudge against Arsenal. I myself, when Villa stayed up, was actually pretty happy when Villa stayed up because I like them as they're a good club. They're a decent sized club, good history in Premier League. But yeah, one 11-player season, and now their fans are talking like Champions League football's inbound next season.
Wow. Man is really beefing Villa fans,
They are at the same level as you at
Evolution
the
of
moment,
Arsenal as a club, right here. You gone from beefing Spurs and Chelsea, now you're beefing Aston Villa.
Do you know what? I'm talking about Spurs. Where is
Watch
Spurs?
Norwich by
It's
the
like
end of the season.
as if Slav just disappeared, man. He's just
Norwich,
not here anymore. Maybe it's a matter of this is the new.
Until they get a manager.
This is Slav has admitted this is now the new big 6 because where's the 7th team? It's disappeared. He's never here.
I mean,
West Ham should be in here then. Where are you guys? What position did you finish last year?
Listen, mate, we'll talk about you later, but we're taking your best player in it. Just calm down.
My best player. Oh, bless. We'll get into it later.
No, sorry. The delivery was just mad on that. But Jan, Grealish or Kane, which one is City actually trying to prioritize in this window? Because you guys are throwing 2 bids out for either. Or are you guys actually looking for both?
I think ideally they will get both. I think from a club point of view, they'll probably see it as if they don't get Grealish now, they might not get him. So I think for that reason, they might be going for Grealish. Kane, obviously, we need a striker. Kane's not getting any younger. So that's probably why. I don't think we'll get both. I think we'll get priced out of Kane. I think Levy will just keep putting it up. And I think City will just say no. We know what they're like. They'll put a bid in, what they think the player's worth. If the club want more, they'll just back out. So I think I can't see us getting Kane. I personally wouldn't mind getting Grealish for now and then getting like a Haaland next season. That would be my ideal thing, but I don't think they will.
Do you need another cam? Like legit. Surely that's a player
There's not a cam, is
you
it?
don't need.
No, I think Bernardo Silva leaves because apparently Bernardo Silva is not too happy. So I think he goes. So it just depends where he goes.
What's he not happy about? What happened?
I don't know. He said that apparently he's wanted to leave for a bit. I think the racism thing didn't help. But I think he said he wanted to go to Spain.
Oh, I have a bit of sense when you're on camera then, innit? I can't lie, that was on here.
Was it not a tweet? Was it not a tweet?
No, it was
with Benjamin
Mendy. With Mendy, and he was wearing all black, and he's like, "Hey Mendy, I can't see you, man." Live on camera on Instagram, it's like, "You're an idiot, bruv."
Yeah. You can't be really
The thing is that situation for me, like I thought he dealt with it really badly. I thought the club dealt with it really badly. That's the only time I've ever been ashamed to be a Man City fan.
Yeah, Guardiola's comments as well were a bit wild still.
Yeah, I didn't like the way the club just like what happened was people got offended by it, right? He said it was a joke between friends, which it was essentially, right? But it's like, if say I have a joke on Twitter with like you Flawless or you Lewis, and loads of people get offended, like I'm gonna apologize. Even if it's a joke between me and Lewis or a joke between me and you, I'm gonna apologize if I offend loads of people. But he didn't do that, he doubled down on it. And then the club came out and backed him. And it's like, just apologize. The club should have come out and they should have said, we apologize on his behalf. He didn't mean it in that way. Done. Even if they don't mean it, just apologize anyway. Do you know what I mean?
But just saying that, like if I make a joke to you about Jamaica or something and other Jamaicans get offended, is that my responsibility?
Yes.
I would say
Say that again. I was befuddled by
I make a joke to Jan and Jan doesn't get offended, right? And I say something minor. But some other people take it another way and go, oh, well, this is offensive.
Yeah.
And
It depends on exactly.
I'd
It depends on what you said. That's what I would say. It depends on what you said.
Yeah.
It depends on what you said, but it also depends on your profile as well.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
If you're just any man, then it is what it is. But like Bernardo Silva's a role model. Like millions of people know who he is. So he has to act correct, especially when he's on social media and all that. That's why, again, he shouldn't have doubled down on it. But if that's one of the reasons why he's leaving, then if anything, he's doubling down on it again.
Yeah.
Well, I think that unsettled him, and then apparently he's just not happy with the weather. I think he lives in town; it's always raining. It's not the best.
It's always raining
He
there.
obviously wants a new challenge, so I don't. He's not one of them players that I'm attached to. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not one of them players that I'm like, I'd be gutted if he left, lad.
Basically,
he's a great player. He's a great player, but to me, he's a
I said he's the Portuguese Willian. CBA.
He's a very good player, but I just he's not someone that I'm like, oh my god, they have to stay. Like, if he wants to go, then let him go. And I don't agree with keeping players that aren't happy for the sake of it. I don't agree with that. If they're not happy, let them go. In it, you can always get someone as good or maybe even better. Who knows? So.
Where is Bernardo Silva rumoured to be going to then? Because if you lot are looking for Grealish and Harry Kane, you should at least have somebody on their way out by now.
Yeah, so apparently he wants to go to Spain. Obviously, Barcelona are interested in our whole squad, which makes no sense because they got no money. But I actually thought he could maybe go like somewhere like Atletico, because I wanted João Felix. That's who I really want, but we won't get him because his contract's ridiculous. But someone like that. I would say Atletico Madrid if I had to pick a club, but Barcelona I think want him, and I don't think they've got any money to buy these players, but that's what they're saying, so I don't know.
Did they not just sign the pie on the free as well? Barcelona.
Yeah, they don't.
But
these guys are playing career mode. Grealish, Felix, Kane, Haaland. Playing career mode out here, man. Real life career mode, right in front of our eyes.
Well, there's a rumor yesterday that apparently Man City are like they'll wait another year to get a striker if they don't go for Kane. So clearly that means Haaland, because Haaland can leave next year for 80 million. So that must mean Haaland if they're waiting a year, because you're not going to wait till Kane turns 29 to buy Kane. You're not going to do that. So it can't be Kane if they're going to wait. If you get Kane, you have to get him now because it's a year off his potential. I mean,
but you're not more than capable of playing a false nine anyway, as we see in this season. It's not vitally important you sign a nine, because like you can play Grealish or someone in a false nine. This is
and they're promoting Delap as well, who I know won't play every single game, but it is a option up front. Because if you think about it, this player, whoever plays as a striker for Man City, is going to have Grealish, Foden, De Bruyne, Mahrez. These people are going to be feeding them the ball. So as long as you're clinical, you should be getting goals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I heard that, but that's why I'm saying you lot should be looking for a striker first. I don't know why. If you lot ain't confident on going for Harry Kane, you lot should be fighting neck and neck with us for Haaland. I'm surprised I ain't really pursued that one yet.
Well, apparently they do want Haaland, but I think they've probably just looked at it and thought we probably won't get him this year. That's why I think they're saying about the whole wait a year.
Yeah, but if you won't get him this year, you definitely won't get him next year, because Bayern will want him, Madrid will want him, PSG will want him, and it'll only be 62 million. Like I'm different. Whereas like if we don't get Haaland this year, we ain't getting Haaland. Forget about it. It's done.
Yeah.
What about a left back, Jan?
Well, a left back? Apparently they're not going for a left back. Apparently not.
Because I would just
the experiment's going again.
You've got Zinchenko who does a decent job there, like he does well there, but like, and then obviously you play like Cancelo there, but it's putting a right back at left back. Just imagine if I know he signed a contract today and he's staying, but imagine if you'd have gone for like a Tierney or something.
Yeah,
like literally, you got him at left back, and then your whole defense is sorted. Then your defense is good anyway, but imagine if you put a proper natural top left back there as well.
Yeah.
Then your side is pretty much even more.
I thought we would go for one because Sporting Lisbon, they have a really good right back and a really good left back, and their really good right back is a Man City player. So we're selling him to them. So it's like, why not try and get their left back?
Yeah.
Because they're getting our right back. It would have made sense. They would have had leverage there to go for a deal, but they didn't in the end. So I don't know, because I think his name's Mendes. But that's who a lot of City fans wanted. But City have apparently said that they're not looking for a left back. So I don't know. With Man City, you never know. They say one thing, and then the next minute they'll buy someone. So I don't know. But I can just see Man City going for Kane, Levy saying something ridiculous, City dropping out, and then getting Andre Silva. That would be very Man City if they do that. But
we'll have to see. We're gonna move it on now to. You know what? I don't hear this James Maddison stuff. We're gonna go into Arsenal. What's happening with James Maddison? Chat to me.
Let me unleash my inner Fabrizio Romano. Listen, it's a good deal. Here we go. Listen, I don't know what's happening. I'm not confident the deal's going to happen as of yet, because I know Leicester are hard to negotiate with and they want a lot of money up front normally. But I do know that we've been told that the player is open to coming to Arsenal. So if we do pay the money to Leicester and Leicester accept, the deal can happen. But it just depends on how much money Arsenal do want to give Leicester up front, because we can pay them £60 million. It's just about how much up front, because normally we do installments a couple of years in that. But yeah, man, I don't know. I take him at Arsenal obviously, because I'm not trying to say he's a bad player or I'll prefer this guy over him, because he's a great player potentially. But so far, so I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I've seen on the Fabrizio Romano podcast, he said Arsenal are convinced Maddison could be the perfect player for the number 10 position. It said from Leicester's side, if they want him, they have to make an offer, which doesn't sound like they're going to outright refuse it. It just depends on the type of offer that you lot make. They're aware of the interest, but there isn't advanced negotiations between the clubs. It will take some time, but he's a real target for Arsenal because the first choice Odegaard is staying at Real Madrid, as Madrid have apparently decided to sell Isco instead. Well, that sounded.
Yeah. So yesterday I had an interview with a very reliable Arsenal journalist, Chris Wheatley, and we just went through all the Arsenal transfers, and he said that Maddison is like on top of the list right now because Odegaard, as you say, is staying in Madrid as it stands. So if he's top of the list, I think Arsenal will make a bid for him in the next couple of weeks after a few players are confirmed to have left, like Xhaka, Torreira, Guendouzi, Maitland-Niles, and Nketiah. We're going to be selling a lot of players, and that's where I could see Arsenal offering the money to Leicester. It's just about how much they want, 60 or 70. I don't know about 80, but you never know with Leicester. But look, it's a deal that can happen. If it happens, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm also not trying to be too confident because I know how hard Leicester are to negotiate with.
Yeah, Neil, what are you saying about James Maddison to Arsenal, bro?
This is what we're waiting for.
So basically, we were listening. Well, so I've been talking to a couple of people on this end and thinking, right, okay, we don't need to sell. Again, we can come on to like the best player and stuff. We can definitely have those conversations, but we don't play easy. And there's so many things. I've been speaking to other reporters, and it's only been reported on the Arsenal side. On the Leicester side, there's been pretty much nothing. Personal terms, I think it hasn't even been agreed yet. Which is one thing the player might want to go, but Leicester, as Babs was saying, Leicester City play hard ball. We don't make it easy for other clubs to buy us, especially when we're in that kind of position where we're trying to push into the top six. He's said, Brendan Rodgers has said that none of our big six will leave this year. I mean, we've getting some cracking signings we'll probably getting onto in a second, which is just looking unbelievable. I can't believe we've done some of the signings. But overall, yeah, James Maddison is not our best player. I would say he's outside of the top five in in most important players at Leicester City. There's a lot of things that we could talk about for this. I already reached out to him. I was like, let's do something, but we'll have to see. But no, I think it could happen, but I'd say as a percentage, 20-30%, to be perfectly honest with you. Anything more than that, I can't really see. Was listening to, what's it called? Some guy from the Daily Mirror who was saying with the Arsenal fan, who said, yeah, it's unlikely to happen in his words as well. So it's an option. I mean, he could go, but there's the things that they're building. And also you got to remember that he will be convinced that, yes, you are the man that can take us to the next level. But let's not forget, this rebuild process is not going to take over one summer. It's going to take about 2 or 3 years to properly get into the business of like, right, we've got a team, we're building up. So it's not going to be a straight process for Arsenal where they're going, okay, we're going to go and then we're going to break into the top 4, top 6 again. James Maddison will help, but I think without going into too much detail, I do like him, but he's one of those players where he has a phenomenal run, and he's one of the best players when he has that run. And as you saw, Lewis, when he played in the FA Cup final, he went missing. A lot of the times he does the most important players, in my opinion. Ndidi's more important. Schmeichel's more important. Tielemans is more important. Johnny Evans is more important in terms of the team and how he works. But anyway, back to Maddison.
Really on the spine of your squad.
Would you say he's a luxury player?
He is a bit of a luxury player, to be perfectly honest. When he goes quiet, you don't notice it as much.
And he's not good enough to be a luxury player, is he? He's not of that level where you can afford to be carrying a player like that. Like he's not like the star guy where you
carries a heart, carries a strong, carry intent, carry trying to imply that he doesn't work hard. I think he needs more of a.
I'm just saying that it seems that Neil. I'm surprised he's not as upset about this. Like if this was an,
I'm used to it, mate. I'm used to it once a year. You know,
it happen on a regular basis.
Bro, these men are used to robbing people, innit? Like, you know, they robbed you, Maguire. 80 more for a fridge.
It's happened, but this will be the first year where it probably won't. It will
they
be
not
less
sell them
likely to
Chilwell and Drinkwater for a combined fee of 70 million in that? But we move. Go on, Neil. Sorry.
And you think he'd get
Maddison
Maddison who's going into prime?
Yo, hot potato for a minute. It was on me. I had to pass it to you.
It's personal terms. That's all it is. That's it.
Personal terms would not be hard. Personal terms will not be hard.
It's the rest of it.
What personal terms are is agreeing a contract with the player, and also can pay the wages because we've let go of a lot of players. Let's not forget
that. Go for money,
wages wise,
and
money and clout and brand, and that's what people need to understand. That's why people always, as it stands, will want to come to Arsenal because globally we are a massive brand. That's why a lot of players get linked to Arsenal. I was having a little debate with a Leicester fan, one of my mates, and he was saying to me. He says like, "Oh, we get our business done like this, and it just gets announced, or it's close to completion." Whereas Arsenal's always in negotiations, and every part is publicised. That's because, with all due respect to Leicester, Arsenal are a far bigger club in the world as it stands right now. So these reporters across the world see more profit out of Arsenal. If they link us to a player, they know our fans from Africa to America to Australia will all share it around. Leicester's fan base is still growing like that right now. So if Maddison comes to Arsenal, he's coming to, as right now, a worse team on the pitch, but a bigger brand, which is what players like nowadays. They want to be part of big brands. They can grow their own.
If you're a player like Maddison, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why he'd be coming to Arsenal. I've always said that. I've always said he's not coming to Arsenal because we're a better team than Leicester. But also, you could be thinking to if you're Maddison, if you speak to, I don't know, Arteta or the people behind the scenes, and they say, right, we want you to be the main guy in our team. We'll build the team around you. You got players like Smith Rowe and Saka. We've got some good players as well, by the way, right? And Arsenal clearly have money to spend. I mean, if you're spending 45 to 50 million pounds on Benjamin White, that means you got money to spend. So these men are going for homegrown players, and that's an example of Ben White. You know, they're paying 50 million pounds just like that. It's basically a done deal.
Money for a player doesn't mean it's worth it. You've seen Pepe for 72
I'm not saying
million.
it is worth it, but I'm saying the thing is that Arsenal clearly just snapping money right now at homegrown talent. Players that are English, that are 25, 22, 23, 24, entering the peak years that might have sell-on value as well, but they're homegrown Premier League players that will not take as much time to adapt. Pepe did take time to adapt. He still hasn't fully adapted, in my opinion. Maybe as now. Whereas with Maddison and Ben White, because they're Premier League proven, they wouldn't take as much time, or you don't expect them to take as much time to adapt. So I can see why Arsenal want Maddison. We wanted Odegaard over him. Let's get that clear first things first. I know that for a fact Arsenal wants Odegaard first. He's staying in Madrid. That's hard to get him out of there.
Why can't you get him?
No, because Madrid don't want to sell him right now.
Madrid trying to keep Odegaard for real.
Because Fabrizio said today that they've chosen to sell Isco and keep Odegaard. So he's not coming to. And look, Leicester and Real Madrid are different. They're different planets. You know, Leicester have had a couple good seasons. I hear that. You know, so it's 2 fifth place seasons. And where were you year before that? The 2 fifth place seasons. So where were you?
9th under Claude Puel.
So yeah, it's been steady. You've been steady, but it's not like Leicester have 3rd and 4th every year. You know, you're not got Champions League football. Now, if you had Champions League football, there is not a chance in hell Maddison comes to Arsenal. But because you didn't get that, unfortunately, well, you think it doesn't play a part.
No.
So you think Maddison was he's just willy-nilly going to stay at Leicester's the club
why
for me.
Why do you think Kante left for Denman? When
Chelsea. Arsenal could have signed him.
I don't think they had Europe in 2016. Do you get exactly have Europa League?
There you go.
We're 10th. Yeah, we had nothing.
There you go.
See what I mean?
It goes to show, right? These players, with all due respect to Leicester, they come to Leicester, and Leicester are growing as a team, and you're trying to build again and again. But they see clubs like Chelsea, and Man United, like Maguire as well, and potentially Arsenal. I'm not quite sure yet, but potentially as not a step up, but that's the path they want to go towards these bigger clubs.
But
So Arsenal are massive because money, brand. They want to grow their brand,
money,
and they want to be world superstars.
You
and I think money's a key part.
We've just got
brand
Daka.
Superstars. Sorry,
and we've just got Daka.
But look at the profile player. There's a different profile. Yeah, different profile player though. I'm talking about these players now. They want to be world superstars, and at Leicester, as it stands, you won't be that. You won't be that, no matter how good you are. But when you go to Man United, at Maguire, world-renowned superstar.
There's a difference between Chelsea, Man United at the moment and where Arsenal are, and I think that gap is definitely talking about. There's a big gap.
There is, but I'm talking about size of clubs though. Arsenal remain a club in that category up there. It's a simple fact of matter. I don't care what any other fans say. That's why, and it's not my words about it. I remember listening to Fabrizio Romano speak in a couple months ago, before when Arsenal got knocked out against Villarreal, and someone asked him, said, "What does that affect Arsenal's position?" And he goes, "I speak to agents all the time, and they all say Arsenal is an attractive destination." That's not my words. This is a guy who speaks to the agent. So, to all opinions, respect to you, but I don't give a damn.
What?
I listen to the people that speak to the
but you got to compare it. It's relative. It compares to what? If I compare you guys and Man United, I mean, I know which one I'm choosing to play. If I'm choosing you, Arsenal, and even Liverpool or Man City, you know, it's all comparison.
That's where we're lucky.
Players. It is.
That's where we're lucky because United, Liverpool, Chelsea, these clubs are not competing for Maddison. So we've got almost a free run at this player because these other teams have what they've got, because they've got players sorted out there. Chelsea have got Mason Mount in that position. Man United got Bruno Fernandes in that position. So none of those teams need that type of player. Whereas Arsenal do. We only have one number 10 in Smith Rowe,
right?
Saka's not a 10. Saka's not a number 10. He's a winger. So we've only got one number 10, and that's Emil Smith Rowe. So we need to add depth. That's one thing I will Maddison works at Arsenal that way. So when you say 20% that of chance of him coming to Arsenal, is that you think he ain't going to choose Arsenal, or is it you don't think Arsenal pay the money to Leicester?
It's kind of a combination of everything. Obviously, there's been a lot of rumors, and I've watched last week's, and I was like, oh, there's all sorts of crap rumors that you were talking about in terms of like the spitting at the player, and that all got completely disannounced. There was a fallout. We can actually talk about. There was a fallout between.
I think that might have been me, so not bad.
Yeah, that wasn't me, bro. Man, give me shots at me. Give up there, mate.
I'll give shots at everybody. It's all good. No, so the Maddison situation was Maddison's been in the public eye and he's been doing things because he's just James Maddison. He does things and it gets him in trouble, and he's just one of them players. You'll see it if he joins Arsenal, if he does. And Brendan Rodgers has always had his back and goes, look, he's a young player, he's talented, he's getting there, don't worry. And when the COVID party happened, for me, that's what Brendan Rodgers, it was after the game afterwards, I think it was the West Ham game, was going around completely deflated, going, Maddison was one of the reasons why. And he goes, I've been backing this guy up all the time, and he's dumb. That's kind of the final straw. However, I think Brendan Rodgers can forgive him and can get on with it and try and get the best out of him. However, I can see at the same time where it was like, yeah, the spitting and that was just a fallout, and they've managed to make up and get on with it. And it's as football players and football managers kind of do, you know. So yeah, in terms of Maddison, I would say it's 20-30%. We don't need to sell. We did have in the past, but if you look at the transfers we've done already, I think we've sold 250, and we are self-sustainable at the moment. But we don't need to sell a player like we used to. That's kind of all been cleared up, and we are on a path. And we know if we're going to compete with the top 6 and potentially push into the top 4, we're going to have to keep players. We can't keep selling them game after game. I mean, but when we do sell a player, at least we know we can bring in a player and go, right, he's going to be the next star. We lost Chilwell, we've got Castagna in, we've lost Maguire, we've got Soyuncu in. We can replace these players. So that's the reason why I'm not too upset. I trust in my recruitment, and I trust that Leicester City can do the best job possible to replace a player if he goes, and for half the price probably as well.
Fair enough. Got nothing against that, mate. But as you say, even though you don't need to sell, every player has a price tag. And so if Leicester say to Arsenal,
120 mil, mate, we'll drive you down.
120 mil.
I'll say I'll drive him down. You want a price? I just gave you one.
If Leicester were to say to Arsenal, because you know when you said right that you've only heard stuff from Arsenal's end and not Leicester's end, do you know what that means to me? Right, is Arsenal speaking to Maddison's people. It's not that Arsenal spoken to Leicester directly. They're speaking to Maddison first and putting it out there saying, do you want to come to Arsenal? And if he goes, you know what? I would fancy coming to Arsenal. Then they put out the rumours. Because bear in mind, all these people that report this stuff, your Fabrizio Romanos and your others, these men get the information from the agents. So the agent in Maddison's come to the Arsenal report and said, listen, my agent and my client is speaking to Arsenal. So put it out there. It's not from Arsenal saying it to Leicester. So that's why I think Arsenal have not negotiated with Leicester as of right now, but it's definitely interest there. And if Leicester set a price tag of £65 million, I think Arsenal can pay that.
Yeah, depending on how much you're going to pay up front as well. I think a good example is the one we said when we sold Mahrez. Obviously, it was a big miss for us and a massive player. I'd say bigger at that time than James Maddison is now, but in terms of you comparing them. But we had a bid of 80 million and we said he's not for sale. We ended up selling him for 60 because we wanted to stick to our guns. And I remember that season, Jan, it was like, he wants to go. He literally was tweeting out stuff going, I want to leave Leicester City. We will do it on our clock. Sorry?
He was at an Arsenal game. I remember him coming out of the game after. He was at an Arsenal game.
Okay. Well, that doesn't change the story, but...
What's the fees that's been mentioned around him? What's the fees been mentioned?
For Maddison?
60, 65, 70. That's what
it's around 60 to 70 mil.
Hey, if that's less, I understand why you would take that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think Arsenal need him, I think 70 million, like Leicester would take that.
Is he value for money? No. Is he overpriced? Yes. Like Ben White is. Like Maguire.
The thing is, though, he does improve your first team.
He does improve your first team.
My point is, I'd rather have Maddison for £65 million or have no one. I'd rather spend £65 million to get Maddison. I don't want to have no one there. I want to have someone there to accommodate Smith Rowe. And apparently Arteta's a massive fan of Maddison. And now when you say money up front, I have a feeling with the whole pressure on the Arsenal owners right now because of the Daniel Ek wants to buy Arsenal, the fans are putting pressure, the Super League. I think they're gonna make one of these big transfers happen because that's what fans need to see to get not back on their side, but to get a bit more on board with their mission, which is hopefully to get Arsenal back where we want to be as fans. And the only way that happens is when fans get players. Is it right or wrong? I'm not sure, but I'm sure if Arsenal sign James Maddison, a lot of Arsenal fans will be excited, regardless of the thoughts of the player.
They might be, but it's still like a drop in the ocean compared to what they tried to do to you. Let's forget.
No, it is. I'm not saying it's right.
Might keep them adrift a little bit. And your big signings haven't worked as much. I mean, Pepe hasn't really worked. Partey hasn't really worked. So it's not like you've got the money to spend, sure, but we've got money. We've not got money to spend, but we spend smart. And surely that's a better option than just going, here's a load of money, let's throw it at you. Even Man City, we've admitted that they don't spend a lot of money, but they spend it in the right place at the right time. So it's not always just about,
they don't spend a lot of money.
Let's go.
Babs, one sec.
Did you just say Man City don't spend enough money? Oh, God.
No, I didn't say that. I said they spend it smart, more.
£60 million on players.
Yeah, for the first time.
So how is that spending not a lot of money?
They spend it smart when they need it.
We don't go and buy like...
What do you mean?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Babs, you know what I mean? I know you're playing...
No, I don't know what you mean because if they're spending... Wait,
big up everyone flawless. I see you tomorrow, and tomorrow everyone will see AC out, go live. Let's go. Big up Wayne and also on you in the same sentence, but love my guy anyway.
Big up Wayne, man.
You tried to recruit me
as well, the super sicker. And yeah, what was it you were saying about Man City don't spend too much or what?
They spend when they need to in the right places rather than Arsenal that are just... I mean... They got more value out of the players. They exactly compared to Pepe.
Hang on.
We talked about them too.
A free on Willian. Yeah,
when you say spend money when they need to, right? I am, if I'm right in saying they've consistently spent total in every window 250 to 200 million pounds, 250 every window. That's spending money every window, even if they don't need it. They spent 40 million pounds on Nathan Ake.
The only thing that I would say about Man City is like we had a very strict budget, so we would say like when Van Dijk came in and we wanted Van Dijk,
you have a strict budget
over this certain amount. Same with Fred. So I'd agree with that, but we do spend a lot of money, obviously.
Hang on, is that a strict budget
in Man City though? Is they don't go out and spend like a 75 mil on a Van Dijk. They'll spend like a 50 mil on like a Bernardo Silva and like a 50 mil on someone else.
But that's changing now, isn't it? Because they're about to spend 100.
They never go like 70, 80 on one single player.
That's the only thing that I would say for City, But
the only player Arsenal have ever done, the only player that's happened to Arsenal ever is Pepe, and we've not even paid half that yet so far.
A quick question as well to Babs as well. You know you're signing Ben White, right?
Yes.
He's a great player, sure, but he still needs developing. Do you think that Arteta and Arsenal can really develop him to his best level? Because I honestly, like, banter aside, I can't see it happening.
No, it won't happen.
What, you can't see Ben White happening?
No, I can see Ben White happening, but I can't see Ben White happening at Arsenal. As in, like, he's going to form and he's going to be the same.
No, I agree with that, though.
Just in the same way that they signed Diaz and they took off, you know?
Listen, as I said, I'm not trying to come in and say Ben White's going to come into Arsenal and be the next best thing, because I've not watched him play as much live consistently. The only thing I can come off is Brighton fans who watch him play week in, week out. And the one I've spoken to, he said that he's great for them. He's got great potential, and they got to see him go. But am I excited by the transfer? Not specifically. But then I realized the way our brains work as Arsenal fans is if we had signed the same player, same quality, but from a different league, same price as well, we'd be more excited, because for whatever reason, fans get more excited for European players than English players. But they're overpriced. Ben White's probably a £25 million player. But Arsenal said, homegrown Premier League players that are entering their peak years, that will have sell-on value as well if Arsenal want to make money in the future. That's how they're looking at it. I don't agree with it, but that's how they're looking at it. So when you said Partey and when you said Pepe, these are players from different leagues that take time to adapt. With Ben White and James Maddison, right? These are two guys that if we sign both of them, Premier League players, even with Basuma, another example with Basuma.
Ben White getting that good at Brighton. James.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm just calling him James.
Wait. You're talking about Ben White being Premier League proven. Has he been that good at Brighton? I do not remember this guy putting up any cheese at Brighton.
I'm just going off what Brighton fans are saying.
I've been watching Brighton very closely this season.
Of course, you're about to give him 50 million for this guy.
Brian has like, he's a Graham Potter. He loves Graham Potter, and I never hear him
give me thoughts of Ben White.
He never mentions Ben White, and he watches them religiously.
What formation are Arsenal planning to play next season?
4-3-3.
So Ben White's been playing in a 3 at the back all season for Brighton. So how will he fit into the 4? We have to ask that question as well, because I mean he's been all right from what I've seen in it. But I know, and I think the players let Graham Potter down. To be fair, the quality of him. So I'm not going to
attackers or defenders.
No, I'm not being that impressed, I'll be honest. He's not great in the air. I'll say that. He's quite weak in the air, I'm not going to lie. That's one thing about him.
What is that? Is he better than Lewis Dunk?
Oh, they're both shit, man.
Serious question. I'm not even trolling. Is he better than Lewis Dunk? Serious question. Serious question. I'm genuinely asking. I don't understand the hype about this guy.
Not that good.
They were talking about Ben White, and I'm like, I've watched Brian. Stop laughing, fam. Stop laughing, yo. I've watched Brian play, and this guy's never stood out at any game where I'm like, yo, Ben White.
Ben White. I remember Rashford putting him on his ass. I remember twice.
I don't remember Ben White having any game. Twice. Yeah, he did against any opposition, and everyone was like, yo, what a man of the match performance from Ben White.
Santana put it in.
If I was going to read his edges him. I say Dunk edges him personally.
So you're saying So you're saying Lewis Dunk edges him and then spending 50 million? Sorry, go on.
That's all right. Big up Wayne saying, it's all love, G and Yan. Don't forget the tissues for Ryan and Flawless tomorrow. Big up yourself, Wayne. And Santana Man saying, I don't know, you're watching a film tomorrow or some shit. Big up Santana Man as well, saying Saliba was rated higher than Fofana in the academy. I feel like this is going back into
Let's go, Babs.
As well.
Yeah, what about
Come on, you got to have something.
I've got the super.
That's surely a player that you could train up that was higher rated than our guy. And we trained him for the Premier League.
Are you not going to loan out Saliba again?
Saliba?
No. Bro, man are getting out of hand here, right? Again, it's what you want to... It's what fits your narrative nowadays on social media, especially. Saliba, as it stands, it ain't going to leave Arsenal. What's happened here is Arsenal have always said, we want to keep you and give you a chance in the first team, right? You're not going to be automatic starter because you're still 20 and we're Arsenal. Okay, but we'll give you a chance. Now he wants to be a starter like that at the age of 20 because he's Fofana to do it. And while Fofana's at a better team right now, he's not at a bigger club where it's different expectations. If Fofana makes a mistake at Leicester, your fans won't be as on his back as if he does it at Arsenal. I watched Saliba play a few times for Nice on his loan spell, and he was pretty accomplished. But then I've also looked into a few things, and I've been told by a few French people that he made a few mistakes as well that led to goals. So if that was happening to Arsenal, our fans would be like, oh, what's happening here? He's too inexperienced. So that's why I'm a bit calm on that right now. We'll see how it goes. He's been selected to play for France's Olympic squad as well. So if he goes there, then it kind of complicates things. But I don't think he's going to leave unless his agent or he pushes himself. He goes, I want to play first team football and I want to play 30 out of 38 games elsewhere. That's the only thing that can happen here. Arsenal will give him a chance if he stays at Arsenal.
But we could say the same thing about Leicester. He wasn't supposed to come into our first team. He was dropped in because of massive injuries. And if he was highly rated, I mean, we wanted to go out after Fofana, and we was really hard to get him because Saliba had gone to you guys. So we got him in, and but the thing is, we've got a manager and a training system that is proven to work time and time again. So with Arsenal, he might not be able to get the team, but if he could see a future, then surely he'd come. Fofana didn't know that he was going to start a lot of games. He knew that Leicester, he was going to be behind Johnny Evans and Soyuncu, especially after the previous season that we had. So it's kind of, I see what you mean, but at the same time, it's got to be a bit more intense than that, because again, Fofana's lit up the Premier League for us as well. He's been absolutely brilliant, but he's been getting opportunity, but it's been out of injuries. But we know we can train players at the same time.
It's fine, man. He's already posting photos of Arsenal shirts, So with Wesley, we're coming for you soon as well.
Here we go.
They're coming for you soon as well. I mean, first it was Wesley in an Arsenal kit in bed, sleeping in Arsenal pajamas, and now he's posting photos, smiling in Dubai with Arsenal kits.
So get the picture, yeah?
Get the picture up. Which one? The one in bed or the one?
But that was when they had Thierry Henry.
I thought he supported Leicester. I thought Leicester were a massive club, and remember the days of Emil Heskey and Gary Lineker.
Are you saying I said that, or are you saying people on Twitter? Because they're two different things.
Obviously you haven't said that. I'm talking about that's what Leicester fans are saying to me. Oh, but we're a massive club as well.
I don't care. Arsenal fans come out all the time. I ain't never going to use them against you.
That is true. Your fan base.
I never used it against you, did I?
Social media.
Of all the fan bases, mate, you're really not the one to talk.
Yeah, then it's us. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely yours. It's Arsenal. Yeah, it's definitely.
I fully agree with you.
I'm just quoting a photo. I didn't take the photo. I didn't ask Fofana to take the photo. No one forced him to wear an Arsenal shirt. No one paid him to wear an Arsenal shirt. Man smiling, wearing the Arsenal kit, holding it up like a sign. Listen, man.
Over there, I didn't know you could moonwalk, man. Babs, that was beautiful in that. Mike Jack would be proud, fam. Mike Jack would be proud. You know me? Where's the one glove, fam? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen, as I said, I'm not the guy, innit? Like, cool. The thing is, right, he was talking about right, so did Fofana say, right, that Arsenal kit photo, right? He said that it was a dare, right, Neil? Or he made a statement.
Hold on, give me a second. Okay, what was that point? Yeah, we know it happened, man. We're cool.
No, I'm saying so hang on.
If you're saying it happened, I'm not saying it didn't happen.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying what was the reason behind it. I'm just asking the reason.
Yeah. Did you know the story?
I'm asking you.
What's that photo on the left?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's sleeping in Arsenal kits.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is this?
Neil's got explanation, man. Go on, please. Explain this now, mate. Give me your PR stunt now. Go on.
Listen,
have the club contacted you about this?
When children are growing up, they support clubs.
Children are growing up. That's the new Arsenal kit.
Wait.
That's the new Arsenal kit. That's the latest Arsenal kit.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So you can support it as a child. I mean, I'm not gonna. He blatantly wants to stay at Leicester. He doesn't. We've seen what Saliba's done to him. He blatantly didn't want to come, but he might
that's a Denmark kit.
Oh, it's a Denmark kit. He's got to visit Rwanda here, mate. Look,
no, I don't see the Arsenal badge anywhere there.
He's got Christensen on the back.
Isn't it all red? Denmark kit's all red, isn't it?
No, I think Denmark kits have like the white.
No, Denmark kit does look a bit like the Arsenal kit, but that's got Visit Rwanda on the side.
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, this is crazy. I can't believe this is recent. This is crazy. What is this about?
That's what it is, man. What can I say?
That's on him.
He's wearing it. It's kind of out of order, but at the same time, what are you going to do? Arsenal have French players linked all the time. Before, that's where their bread and butter was, getting French players. So, and you've said before, African players and African fans are a big fan of Arsenal for that reason as well. So, what can I say?
Yeah,
big up Arsenal as well, saying Grealish had his arm round Arsenal.
Yeah.
I've seen that rumor coming out as well. Go on, Jan.
They do support clubs in it, so I think
that's really what
I've got nothing against a player supporting the club, right? But he's playing for Leicester right now. They're not fighting with Arsenal because you're playing better than Arsenal, but you know what I mean, kind of same position, same goal. Your goal next year's Champions League football, so is Arsenal's. No,
I don't know. Is your goal Champions League football?
It is. That's our goal. It doesn't mean we're going to get there, but it's our goal.
So it's top 6.
Top 6, probably.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we're top 6 rivals. Let's just say top 6 rivals. So if I had an Arsenal player wearing a shirt of Chelsea, or while playing Arsenal, by the way, while playing for Arsenal, having signed for
Arsenal and Chelsea are rivals. Leicester and Arsenal aren't on that level, and people.
It's the same with Man City. It's the same with Man City as well. And Man City and Arsenal.
Man United, maybe.
Do you know
Man United, Chelsea, different, and Tottenham. But if Man City and Liverpool, for example, I'm going, nah.
To be honest, though, it says people in the comments are saying it's a forfeit. It could be because there's a picture.
No. The first one's a forfeit. The second one was ages ago. Like, this is like a couple months ago, before the forfeit even happened. So he's worn the first Arsenal kit. He's loved it he's sleeping in the Arsenal kits, and he's gone. You know what? Let me wear it again.
Maybe all his clothes are in the wash. You get me? It's a bit chilly.
Oh, is it?
Like, let me throw on the future. That could happen. You know what I'm saying?
He felt so comfortable in this kit. He was like, I need to sleep in this kit. I need to.
It looked like a nice sunny day and everything. It looked like it was a summer breeze. Do you need to wear anything, let alone an Arsenal shirt?
I'm not sure. Maybe he was sweating and he didn't want to sweat in his bed, so he thought like, I should be fair. Arsenal shirt to wipe my window. I understand.
This came from Saliba talk, so all the way that he's distracted for this one, you've done well, Babs. I'll give you that.
It's a nice spin.
Who's Saliba, mate? I don't know. Saliba. Who's Saliba, mate?
Yeah, exactly. Well, to be fair, your fans are wondering the same thing because he's not even in the same country.
I just find it so funny, right? Because that photo, the first one, dropped on the day when Dia was going to Villa, and I was just like, it was so random. I just said, "Oh my god, we get it. You want to come to Arsenal? We'll sort it out soon."
Is that?
We'll do a little swap deal. We'll do a little swap deal, right? Do you know what? This is the thing. We'll organise a little swap deal. We'll give you a little player in return. We'll give you Eddie Nketiah. Take him down. Yeah.
To be fair, he'll do better at us than he will with you.
Perfectly fine with that. Then what we'll do is have a buyback clause in Eddie Nketiah and bring him back as well. And
you're not clever enough to do that. You paid 72 million for Pepe. I mean, you're not clever enough for a buyback.
We haven't paid 70 million for Pepe. We've only paid 35 million for Pepe right now.
Yeah, but it's called. Yeah, but how much in total?
Yeah, we haven't paid it though.
How much in total?
But you will at one point.
Imagine me saying that. Oh yes, cool.
So by that time, where Arsenal have paid the all installments, and he's worth that money, we actually paid for him, right? What if he's then become a great player by that time? You never know. That's 2-3 years.
How much did you pay for him? It's not that hard a question. I can't do this.
So far,
I've not had my chips with the burger. Can you take that back? Because I've not really had that much yet. You pay the price. You buy the player.
Yeah, but you don't pay your chips in installments, do you? You don't go to Bossman. I'll pay you £1 later and £1 the next day. You pay it up front.
Now. That's what
you're saying. We haven't paid up front.
Hey, depends.
I've not took the bus yet, so I'm on the bus, but I've not done the journey yet, so I don't
pay
in
installments.
Depends what shop you're going in there.
Right, so we
don't give the idea because Daniel Levy will probably try and do it himself.
Where is
Jan's had to leave. Big up, Jan. Check out our channel and everything in the description below. Big up Artem as well, saying Grealish had his arm around Saka. He's coming to Arsenal. Did see that rumour coming around a week or two ago. Absolutely shameful, but here we are, Shameless FC.
There was no rumour.
I've heard quiet Grealish to Arsenal rumours. It's just unbelievable for a second.
Might be more Arsenal fans talking about one.
There was never a rumour. We've got our targets. Ben White's one. James Maddison another one. We've got Sambi Lukonga out of Belgium. And then a potential another centre midfielder, a Neves or a Basuma or that type of player. So we got our targets. I'm not worried about them too much. I'm gonna see how it happens. I'm not gonna panic because the window has so much time left in it as well. And with all due respect to other fans with the clubs who might take the players off, I appreciate your opinions, but ultimately I'm just focused on my club right now. So we move.
Hear that. And with that in mind, we'll go on to the next club then. We'll go to Manchester United. Sancho rumours. They're still continuing to go at a fucking snail's pace with you lot. You lot put another bid in for, what was it? Is it £72 million now? You guys are now just 10 million off Jadon Sancho's valuation fee. Why are you lot just putting the 10 million in?
You get me?
Because we're very incompetent. What did I say? Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago when it broke when we was on the show? And you was like, yeah, surely the deal's happening. I said, hold my JD. Hear me? Watch this space. I know what my football club is like. Like, we take forever to do anything. Like this,
you end up buying at that price anyway.
Yeah, we know the money that they want. You know what I'm saying? We've agreed personal terms with him last year. Then if supposedly we've then renegotiated personal terms with him again and agreed that and got that sorted. We know what Dortmund want. Pay the money and move on. But we trying to save 10 million, 5 million, 3 million, etc., because we are incompetent. This is why I go so ham about our board and our owners and our manager, etc., because this is how our club do. Pay the money, move. We need the player. He fits perfectly. He's a right winger. He can play both sides, but we need a right winger. He fits perfectly. He's
He fits perfectly into Ollie's system.
Oh yeah, Ollie's system. Yeah, hilarious guy. This guy's such a prick. I was Scott McGinn in it. Yeah, me playing next to
John McGinn. Get it right, innit?
I don't know his name. I don't care about his name, innit?
Scott McGinn. You know?
Scott McGinn, John McGinn. Yeah, whatever his name is. McGinn. Whatever in it. Yeah, that McGinn guy in it. But as I was saying, he fits the bill. He's a right winger we need. Also, as well, he's English. You don't have to worry about him settling in. He already knows the likes of Rashford, Maguire, Lingard. He can link up with the ballers. We have everything fits, but we just taking our time because people are like, "Oh, you don't need Sancho." Yes, we do need Sancho because we need creative wingers. The problem Manchester United have when we play Rashford on one side and Sancho on the other. And Greenwood on the other. Them man just want to cut in and shoot, and that's not a criticism of them. That's just the way they play. That's why when Pogba plays on the left, we've seen a much better Manchester United because he'll cut in and he'll try and play a 1-2 or play a through ball type of thing. So he adds something different. So yeah, we just need to sign him. But will we sign him? I have no idea. I don't know.
See, I do think there's actually more of a chance there was last year, but you are correct in the phase where it's like you have to wait. You can't believe it until Sancho's literally holding up your shirt anymore because fucking hell, it is 10 million at this point.
Get it. Also, get it done. Yeah. Also, what our board is doing as well, they know if they sign Sancho and gets wrapped up quick, our fans are going to be like, okay, Sancho's all well and good. You've sucked the fun out of it as much as you have anyway. And I'd be gassed if it happens because I'm a big fan. But then what about the rest of the team? We still need a holding midfielder. We still need a centre-back.
But you guys are front runners for Rafael Varane right now. City are meant to be interested. We're meant to be interested, but it's you guys who are the front runners for it.
Again, like I said, with Sancho, you're talking Varane. Hold both my JDs, fam. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about them things there about Varane. Like, I would love Varane. I'm a massive fan. He's my first choice, is Varane as a centre-back. If we sign Sancho and Varane in the same window, I would be very, very shocked. Like, extremely shocked. I'd be gassed. I'd be so happy about it because there are two players we need to improve our first team, both quality as well. I just don't see in our board doing clever business like that. I can't see us signing Sancho and Varane and getting 2 out of the 3 players we need and getting players of quality as well. There's no, they might not, they will work, they might not work. We're expecting both of those to work and they improve the rest of the team as well. But yeah, you getting me gas talking about Varane, Sancho, holding midfielder. We in business.
This is the thing though. Like Varane is close-ish, and you have a decent fee if you want to go for him. You have Sancho, which is just basically just pay the fucking money, and he's going to Manchester United. But this is the thing. You guys are on the cusp of one of your best transfer windows in years.
See the key word there, cusp. And if it happens, like I say, you are having more faith. Just take the whole JD bottle from. Hold my JD bottle.
Take it. JD's boring, isn't it?
On the cusp, the new Man United channel name for Flawless for the On the Cusp is going to be your new what's it called? The live show you do. We talk about Man United. On the Cusp.
On the Cusp podcast.
On the cusp,
trust me.
That's what we do. On the Cusp, it's 10 million you're talking about. I've already said this about Sancho. If we were worlds apart with Dortmund in terms of valuation, understand they wanted 150 mil and we wanted to pay 60 or 70. That's world. You're talking 10 million. That is nothing. You know what I'm saying? That is absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. Pay the money. And Sancho has sell-on value as well because of his age. And he's a great investment. He could be here for the next, he's 2021. He could potentially be here for the next 10 years. So that's nothing.
I've seen his contract. Well, I think I've read some rumors. It's 350 a week as well. So that money in 10 mil is not really that much. That's what
nothing.
Do you know what I mean? So that 10 mil is not really going to go anywhere if you're paying 350 a week.
There we go for a certified first teamer. There's no, he's going to come in. It's like a Ben White thing. Is he better than Lewis? No, better than Lewis Dunk. No, he comes into our team straight away. I love that right hand side is his. Like without question, no one's doubting it. And he can play left. And he can play from the 10 as well. And again, what's even more important is you don't have to worry about him settling in because he's from here. So it's not a problem. Big chip on his shoulder because obviously City let him go to Dortmund as well. And we already have ballers. You know what I'm saying? But now he's even delivered in the Champions League as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen him perform.
Yeah, they're saying the same thing for Haaland and Werner delivered in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's true.
True. Very true.
Fair point. I'm just gassed about
tough league and everything, but it's still open. I mean, it's the best teams in Europe. They're going to play their styles of play. It's not going to be everyone's like, oh shit, let's sit back. Well, no, it's the Champions League.
That's why I want Sancho though, because he has that creative side to him, as we've seen with Haaland towards the back end of the season when Sancho got injured. Haaland went on a goal drought, and then Sancho came back and he started scoring again because he's a creative winger. Is what we need. The only one we have currently, even though he's not a winger, playing out in those wide spaces, is Pogba. He's the only creative one we have. Like Greenwood will cut in and shoot. Rashford will cut in and shoot. Diallo's young. Dan James is just Dan James. So it's kind of like we need something different, you know what I'm saying, to add into that. Because maybe he can play left and Rashford goes right, or Green options. This is what we need because we are individual. And why I'm so adamant on this as well is because we are individual brilliance FC with this manager. So let's just add as much individual brilliance to this team as possible. Yeah. And hopefully we can kind of win something. That's us. That's what we are. Oh, you don't hear it in a minute. That's exactly. So that's why I'm like, get all the top players in now. If we can get a Varane, if we can get a quality holding midfielder, I want Neil's boy, I want Ndidi. That's who my pick is. Of doubt we'll sign him. No,
you're obsessed with Ndidi.
120 mil, please.
I'd pay it. Go get him and pay it. I'd pay it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go get the money. Because I know with this manager, and as you can see from my board, that we are pretty much useless. So we're just relying on the players on the pitch. So yeah, you talking about on the cusp of a best transfer window. Famous words, Lewis. Famous words.
Famous words. But if you do actually get all the targets that you want, how confident are you going to feel in Ole and Ed Woodward by then?
If we get free, if we sign a holding midfielder, the weasel. I'm so glad he's gone. Proper weasel. Can't stand him.
No, Ed Woodward's gone. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. If we get Sancho, a competent, good holding midfielder and a centre back, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. For the first time in years, we've actually had a window that is proper, where we've got every position filled that we need to get filled. Then we're in business. The only problem after that is the manager. But even them man can carry him.
So what we're saying, Ole's going to go on a title charge next season.
I ain't saying all that, yo. I ain't saying all that.
You just said they'll carry it.
Ole's going to win the quadruple next season.
I ain't saying all that. Maybe what I'll say is to a domestic trophy, so a FA Cup or a Carabao Cup, and we comfortably finish in the top four. Because I'm genuinely worried at this moment in time about top four. Because I think Chelsea, City, and Liverpool all finish above us.
I just focus on getting a trophy if I were you. I'm not going to lie. You haven't won one for a while.
I just want this manager to go in it. You know what I'm saying? Oli tax. That's why we haven't won one in a while. Give us a decent manager, we win a trophy.
How long have you not won one again? I keep forgetting.
I have no idea. I'm sure you'll remember. You got Google. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you remember in that. Yeah,
I don't know if Google goes back that far in it. But
Lewis, get the popcorn.
Yeah, there we go. One league title in 31.5 years, and you're giving it a big one.
More than you in the last 8 years.
Yeah. How many in the last 30 years though? We quadrupled that. You know what I'm saying? As bad as we've been.
Let's talk about recent times, innit?
Let's talk about what happened recently this season. We had a better season than you. You know what I'm saying? We finished above you lot. We had a bad season and still had a better season than you.
Better season than us when we had injuries and we ended. We literally got the same out of the season.
Injuries. We great 7 manager. You know what I'm saying? And then you get finished behind Oli, huh? We had a bad season, don't get mistaken, and had a better season than you.
We got further than you in the Champions League.
Yeah, and still got knocked out. We both won nothing. Who finished higher in the league?
Did you win the league?
Who finished higher in the league?
Who finished higher than you in the Champions League?
Who finished higher in the league? You know what I'm saying? There's no finishing higher in a cup competition, in it.
Who got further in the Champions League? Who got further in the Champions League?
I think you lot did. You lot went out to the old man Madrid, innit? You know what I'm saying? In the quarters.
You man got knocked out needing 1 point out of 2 games.
That's because of your guy Oli, innit? You know what I'm saying? Who you back? You back Oli, innit? That's your man's.
My man.
That's your man's, innit? You back Oli.
Yeah, I don't know why you get on Oli's back so much, innit?
Because of what you just said there, needed 1 point from 2 games. Just because he finished above Klopp don't make him that good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Klopp's a fraud.
yeah. Maybe Klopp's a fraud, yeah.
Well, you not even winning.
Lampard said it perfectly, innit? Just saying.
Yeah.
That was like, by the way, a year ago this day we won the league, innit?
Yeah, that's what it is. And last time you win the league in the next 30 years as well, innit? Get used to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, today, yeah.
Get used to it.
25th of June.
I'm saying, because you ain't winning next year either.
Chelsea won it.
Chelsea City game. Yeah,
Willian, Willian won us the league, you know.
Come on, man. Where's his statue, bruv?
Yo,
That's Arsenal.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend, bro. Anyway,
hella quiet the last few minutes as well. But yeah, there he is.
You're mute, Babs.
I'm just getting a thumbnail sorted out. That's all it is.
Yeah, man.
Light work. No worries.
You working, fam. You working while you working. I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no worries. Neil, I wanted to ask you guys as well, because you guys have sorted that medical out with Pats and Daka, ain't you?
So the medical sorted. Quarantine ain't. So it's one of them ones where we're just waiting for quarantines. Leicester fans just going, come on, man, let's go.
Oh, is he in quarantine?
Yeah, because they got to self-isolate once they come into UK because they're from. Do you know what, mate? I'm going to be honest. I haven't kept up with the news. I've just found it quite boring and dull, and I've not been paying attention. But apparently, it's like an amber zone or a red zone or something, so we have to self-isolate. Him and Samori are pretty much ready to go for the July 1st, pretty much. But them two signings are looking mad. I mean, Daka, just I was looking into it, I was like, we ain't going to get him. And then Edouard fell through because Edouard's asking too much money. And then we're looking at him like, this guy means business. And I know he's linked to you guys, it's linked to Liverpool as well. And we're going, bloody hell, man, we're going to have a talent in our hands. Again, it's not completely confirmed, but Romano's confirmed it. Athletics confirmed it. A couple of other people have confirmed it as well. And we're just waiting for the quarantine to be over and July 1st and he's ours. But yeah, that one's looking juicy. And same with Samore as well. I mean, again, so I know I don't want to pick on Babs now, he's not here, but yes, Leicester aren't moving places, but at the same time,
I am here.
Hey, let's go, Babs. Anyway, with that kind of place, right? We're getting the signings done early, and we're getting a quality of so far. I mean, we haven't confirmed anything, but the quality of signings we made are up there and are getting there, and so we are building something at Leicester City at the moment. We're gonna. You're saying it takes time. We've only been in the Premier League since 2014, and for 2 years of that, we were terrible, to be honest. So we are getting there slowly, and these signings every year are just getting that much better. And people talk about our recruitment. I mean, Fofana was one level. This Daka is going to be another level above that. And so with time it goes on, I mean, it's gonna come true. It's gonna be good.
Did you manage to watch Daka play in the Champions League last season, knockouts? Oh, sorry, group stages. I watched him there a few times. He's a good player because I was tracking him Soberslide.
Well, but this is the first I've heard of him.
Profile this player is because I don't really know too much about him when he was linked with us. Didn't really want him as well because I wanted someone of a higher profile. But what type of player are you expecting to get?
So I'm doing a video. I'm going to record a video probably after this, or
I've scouted him before. I've done a video on him before.
Oh, okay. I'll have to watch that, and because I've got some like formations and stuff, but. Basically, pacey, quick, very similar to Vardy. I've got let me see if I can find that statistic. The one that shots per 90 and conversion rate is mad. Let me see if I can just bring that up on screen now. But that was mad. I think it was this one. Yeah, look at this. This one, I was like, Jesus Christ. In terms of per 90, again, it's in the Australian league.
Australian Bundesliga. The Austrian Bundesliga.
Mad. I mean, if Jamie Vardy's here, I mean that everybody else, it was just mad for the amount of hours he's made in the conversion rate.
19. Oh my goodness!
It's madness, dude. Legit. Everybody else.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Look at Timo Werner.
Where's Werner?
To be honest, no, he's higher.
Yeah.
He's higher than I thought he would be. I'll take that.
Not as bad.
But there was also some other statistics we've got. So I'm going to have a video lined up for that soon. I'm just doing some research on that. But he's looking good. I mean, if we can get that kind of player in, I mean, the way that we can develop and our recruitment has been sensational. And I don't know. I know why he didn't go to a Liverpool. I know why he didn't go to a Chelsea. Because he wants game time and we know he can develop under us. So we've got our niche within the Premier League. We can take players off the top six, traditional top six that would go and offer more money. We've got our kind of thing that would make it like our stay in that as well. So yeah, man, it's looking good. And Samora is going to be strength and depth as well. So, and we're going to hold on to a majority of our players because if you read the rumors, we're going to lose Ndidi, we're going to lose Sionchu, Fofana, Tillemans, Maddison. So, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's just all wordplay, to be honest. So it is what it is at the moment.
Hear that, Babs? What were you going to say about Daka?
No, it's a good signing. It's a very good signing, I think. But as Lewis alluded there, I think that's where Leicester they can sign players as Daka, and he can come in and maybe if he struggles to adapt at the start, it'll give him time. If he goes to Chelsea, which he was linked to as well, Chelsea fans are a bit like, oh, we want Haaland, we want the big names. Leicester now, they're just being smart. They're just signing players. They know they're taking. It's like a calculated risk almost because you don't know if it's going to work out like that. But if it don't work out, because he's so young, he's going to have sell-on value. So it's a very good signing.
Okay, cool.
We were waiting for a Vardy replacement for a while. We've been rumoured of it, but I was thinking, okay, we're going to bring in somebody young, somebody could fit. But I genuinely didn't expect
Vardy ain't even slowing down for you guys, is he?
He will be back next year. No, what it is, he's got an injury and he's trying to play through. But if we don't play Vardy, we couldn't play Nacho. And them two work brilliantly together. Vardy takes two people with him so that Nacho can basically be his best self. So we had to play Vardy. He is going to slow down eventually, but don't expect him this season to be the last season.
Okay, yeah, that sounds a bit more understandable. Chelsea news, other than us just getting bent over by PSG for Hakimi, nothing else has really happened.
We've had the Hakimi story. What was that?
Hakimi was not even too expensive. It's Inter Milan want money up front because they have to pay back Oak Tree because they took out a massive £300 million loan on them and gave away 31% of their shares. And if they don't pay back their installments year in, year out for the next 3 years, they lose all of their shares to Oak Tree as well, and they just own the entire club. So they want money up front for Hakimi. We wanted to do 50 million plus Marcos Alonso, and they want Alonso as well. So it looked like it was going to work. But PSG are offering money up front, including add-ons, and it looks like the more appealing deal to them. And Hakimi's family would prefer to go to Paris than London too. So we're stuck in a sticky situation. We're likely going to get Adama Traore instead. I don't even mind Adama Traore. He isn't going to be as bad of an option as people make him out to be at right wing. He really ain't as bad as an option as people make it out.
His numbers aren't great last season, though.
His numbers aren't great, but he's still completed the most take-ons in the attacking zones for a right wing back as well. That despite having 2 or 3 players on him in nearly every game.
You know you should sign Lewis, right? You lot should sign you should sign Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oh, please, man.
Too late. Way too late. And he's had another ACL injury. I'm good.
He just wants to Oxlade so he can get McGinnon, innit, fam? I see.
4 years too late. I made my announcement video and he didn't come.
Conte wanted him, innit?
He's done.
So why not go for him again?
How much does that cost to get on a shirt? Oxlade-Chamberlain with a hyphen as well. Jesus.
It's just Chamberlain.
Is it longer than my surname?
Yeah.
I think it is just Chamberlain, actually. Chamberlain 15.
It's just Chamberlain. Yeah, it's just Chamberlain.
I don't really see him play a lot, to be fair, so don't come to memory, I'm not going to lie. He's crap in it.
Yeah, we're stuck with Adama. We're going to get Adama Traore. As long as it doesn't cost too much, I'm all for it. I think a lot of people are underrating Adama Traore. I think he'd be really good in the
players that you've sold for profit, though, Babs. You should be happy.
Sorry, yeah, him and Iwobi.
Yeah, you conned us into that Ox deal, I'm not going to lie.
No, we didn't con you shit, it was Chelsea. It was Chelsea.
How you got 35 mil for him, man?
It was Chelsea because you paid the money first. Chelsea paid the money first.
Yeah, they put in a bid first, but I didn't.
That was the summer, right? Chelsea signed Drinkwater, Morata, was it Costa? Yeah, and then they were about to Oxlade-Chamberlain as well to really compound the misery.
It was deadline day as well. It was one of the last few days.
Yeah, it was before deadline day. Lewis
I remember his last game was he got battered by us 4-0 at Anfield. For Arsenal.
Exactly.
And then his first game for Liverpool, he gets battered 5-0 away to City, innit? He went a good few weeks for him.
Yeah, I remember those memes going out. That's a throwback.
God, that was years ago. That was almost 4 years ago, man.
It's been hella depressing, but people saying he isn't really just a bodybuilder. I feel like he's a sort of player that if you have him carry a team, then he isn't going to be all that. If he's a squad player, I feel like he's the best you can get out.
I've watched an interview with him and he actually doesn't bodybuild. He's actually been banned from it because he bodybuilded too much and he slowed down his pace. So he genuinely doesn't go to the gym and do any kind of weights. He's that size, just as is, without doing any kind of weights, which is
hit the genetic jackpot, man.
Isn't it?
He did.
He's got muscles. One muscle is more than all that I've got.
I think
he probably gets a bottle and just grows another 5 inches in his arm. I can't be bothered for it.
We could combine all 5 of us on here, and we wouldn't equal just Traore and that. He's
still Dan James, really.
1 pecs or something.
It's serious. It's not. Hey, put some respect on Dan James's name out here doing.
Yeah, he's balling out for Wales. He's doing his thing for Wales.
Facts, but when he's under your guy Ollie, it's different, though, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Ward, mate.
Speaking of the Euros,
that's not even a country.
That's your guy.
You back him.
Yeah, he's even covered up the Ollie shirt, knowing that he can't go back to him now. He's covered up the Ollie shirt. Bless him.
This guy, what a prick.
Speaking of the Euros, now we have the group stage over and done with. We can take a look at the final scores, and it is a bit of a sticky one for Jan still, but we also have to figure out a forfeit. We haven't even fully got to that. What I thought would be a good idea,
bruv, can we talk about my name? Like, you've known me long enough, bruv. Come on.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry. I wrote that in a rush. I did that in a rush before the show.
That's a lie.
Allow me,
He
please.
did that when he was high.
Green screen's had enough and everything.
Yeah, man.
Little bit of column A, little bit of column B.
You said you've had a mess there.
It'll be changed for next week. Don't. It's not the first time. I think I got Babs' name wrong on a few of the things a couple times as well.
Mad, man. You have had a mare there, man. You've had a club this season and that.
You say that. It's the same in the description as well. Have a look.
Is it?
Oh, he's calling you out here, man.
Is it? Oh, fucking hell, man. Oh, shit, it actually is, man. I can't be. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's not even in the description. Like, look at the description, man. You're trying to pat me like that.
Hey, it's in the previous ones. The internet don't lie.
Yeah, the previous ones. I've learned. Well, kind of. I've still made the L today, but I've learned. Allow me. What I was going to say for Jan's forfeit, because we obviously don't want to do anything too hard. You guys are all meeting her tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you guys are
me and
Flawless and Ryan,
okay.
I'm saying we just do a simple one. Just make a drink. Everyone picks one thing to go into the drink. She has to have some. Doesn't even have to finish it. Just has
so
to
he
have,
makes up some random drink.
Come on, that's not. We need something on stream that people can enjoy.
Yeah, we need some. It needs to happen on Shameless.
Or record it. You guys can record it.
Yeah, you
got
could do
phone
that.
cameras and everything.
But she ain't gonna do that, man. She can say, "Oh no, this is not nice." Or
yeah, facts.
Yeah, she'll really try to.
Well, we're not going to do anything too bad.
I'm saying, right, give her a surprise out of nowhere. So give her something like a cupcake, but have like a chili in the cupcake.
I think she'll clock it. I ain't gonna lie. I think she'll clock it.
She ain't.
No,
I'm watching this right now.
Something like that.
She might watch this, and if we just give her a cupcake, she will know.
Right, let's not do the cupcake, innit? Let's do something in a popcorn tomorrow. Because that's the worst forfeit when it just catches you out of nowhere.
We should have just sent her a
and then she can't.
on the back.
She also can't. Or give her like a sweet. Do you know the spicy sweets you get?
She's not putting nothing in her body like that.
Flawless, how about this? You give her a United shirt to hang on the back of her thing for one stream.
She's not gonna do that.
Yeah, she won't do that.
I'll give it to her.
No, but you won't even have to wear it.
Do a forfeit.
Yeah,
obviously don't want to do a forfeit in it, but
I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying.
She has to do one still.
That's why I'm saying go for a simple one. If it's just a drink, all you have to do is have a sip, and that's it.
But it has to be a big sip, not like a little, like tiny.
Like you can't even say nothing for that. If you don't do that, then you're a pussy straight up. Because it's just a drink. Unless we're like filling it up with Ray and Nephew and all of that, it's nothing.
I'm for it, innit? Like I'm saying, I just know what she's like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, we're doing that with the only person that's going to drink the drink that's not here.
Yeah, I know what she's like, innit? That's what I'm saying. And I'm with the forfeit ideas. They're good. I just know what she's, as does Ryan as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she will refuse to do it.
We will have to come up with something because we are leaving this. If there's any of you, man, you would have done the forfeit. So we have to run the same energy.
On the forfeit. I would have done the drink.
Oh no, the only thing that none of us would have done was shaved heads or wear a rival kit. Yeah. And I'm not running that for anybody either because I'm not wearing a rival kit. Fuck
I say we just give it.
And I like hair too much.
Give a forfeit to Slav. Give a forfeit to Slav, mate. He deserves to get a forfeit, mate.
Yeah. I say just give it Slav.
You got a Slav, mate.
Yeah, I would pretend.
Man's you got the whole thing.
To be fair, supporting Tottenham is a forfeit in its own right. So.
But you're not that far behind.
Literally top.
But at least we got a manager.
Yeah, you've got that. I mean, we haven't even looked on the thumbnail.
Tottenham are an absolute disaster right now.
At least we got a manager. You know what I mean?
These men have sacked the most decorated Portuguese manager in history.
Slav is out there right now himself scouting a manager. He's with Patricia in the boardroom looking for managers. He's too busy. Nuno Espirito dos Santos.
Have they gone in for Nuno?
Yeah, he's next. He's next. It could be him next week. Unless they have another turnaround where they can't afford him either. Yeah, he's got some no compete clause or some shit.
Why would you go to Spurs at this point as a manager knowing you're like the 7th choice?
You might as well just give it to Ledley King, man.
Dwarves in
Ryan Mason.
Give it to Ryan Mason.
I'd turn down the Spurs job at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't. That'd be good money. I'd dip after a while, but
I've always said it. Scott Walker.
There we go.
I'd take the Tottenham job. The amount of carnage I can cause in that club in one season. Give it to me, man. I'm here for it. Harry Kane and Son I'll send off to Chelsea for 20 million and Kepa, and we're all good. Alonso can come in as well. We all good.
This guy.
What
are you saying about the Euros?
Mate, Willian, captain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can finally get that medical sorted after nearly 8 years.
Yeah.
You do love to see it. And that place is going to become Jorg Mendes' new dumping ground as well if fucking Nuno ends up turning around. But Spurs is just a dumping ground in itself. It's an absolute mess. Ryan, you said there was barely any transfer rumours of you guys anyway. But Basuma, what are you man saying? I've heard you lot are in for Basuma and McGinn, and that's literally it for this week.
McGinn.
Well, I heard, obviously,
Yep,
John
McGinn.
Yeah, John McGinn. Innit? I like John McGinn still. I'm not gonna lie, but like,
shut up, man.
John McGinn.
If anyone else, you'd be like passion merchant. I don't want John McGinn.
That's what I was
The
gonna
your
say.
club is different.
He's a good player, but John
McGinn's got
McGinn,
that-
Jonathan McGinn.
Jonathan
McGinn has
McGinn.
that passion merchant.
Jonathan Robert
skill set in
McGinn.
him.
Fashion merchant with the odd screamer every now and then.
No, John McGinn has got that passion merchant skill set in him that Klopp likes
got
in
the
his midfielders, innit? No, he has, innit? He has. He's got that skill set, but he has got a bit of. He's got decent ability still. Like not anything elite or anything, but like
He drew against England.
I think he'd fit in the team well, but like when you're the only player you'll be in linked with is John McGinn, really. Like it's not going to get you excited, innit? It is very disappointing. I mean, we've already signed Canate, and that's a good signing, I think. And you know, we were being linked with Patson Daka like 2 weeks ago, quite strongly. Obviously, that's not happening. So I think we're being linked with like some striker called Daniel Malen or something like that.
No, we're not getting it. We're not getting it. No.
Bro,
not
I
getting
don't even know
Daniel.
who we're getting. I ain't gonna lie.
He's
but,
an
like,
Arsenal player. He's an Arsenal player. Well, an ex-Arsenal player. He's a baller. He's a very good player. Plays for Netherlands, centre forward.
He had good stat. I think he had a good goal return this season.
He's a very good. He would be an upgrade on Roberto Firmino.
I don't know. You know what it is though. It depends if Klopp, if he's trying to get an out and out centre forward, if he's trying to like change his system, because like Klopp is like over the years has been like hell bent on this false nine. Like he's proper stubborn on it. Like even when he changes the formation, he'll put like a Salah up front or something. But like even when our only out and out centre forward in the team's like Divock Origi in the squad, and the rare times he plays, he even puts him out wide and puts like Mane through the middle. Like Klopp just does not play an out and out centre forward. Like he refuses to. So unless he's trying to get in and out centre forward to change his system or like a plan B, I don't know. So that would be interesting still. Like I'm not sure if this Malen guy comes in and, you know, starts as a centre forward just based on the system Klopp's planning to play. So that's the thing as well. Yeah. As for Basuma, like the Basuma rumours were there like a few weeks ago, but they've died down since.
He wants to come to Arsenal.
Yeah, I think he wants to go to Arsenal. I ain't gonna
Anywhere
lie,
but
like,
Brighton.
Hakimi deals at its final stages. Fabrizio Romano's just reported. Akraf made it clear to his agents he wants to join PSG. Personal terms are agreed till 2026. Bun you. We got Reece James anyway. Fraud is what it is. Oh well.
Lewis, but you've won the Champions League and you're letting clubs take your players or your targets.
PSG.
But they've won the Champions League. That doesn't count. They've won the Champions League.
What? That's right. Who needs Hakimi when we have Champions League winner Reece James in the squad?
Well, that's true. I don't know why you wanted Hakimi in the first place. I can't lie, but
they need a wing back.
No, it was just like improving.
What's Reece James?
Especially to play three.
It's improving the quality of the squad. Is what it is.
Yeah, who's
back? It is, but £80 million on the squad player.
Who's the backup for James?
Yeah, and I think James is probably
as for Equator, or if we bring him in, Traore.
Wait, are you planning to play a three at the back then? You will
Traore, if you're playing a more attacking style of play, if you're playing more defensive, go as for Equator. But that's fine.
If I remember correctly, Reece James recently for you has been playing as a right-sided centre back as well. He's been playing as a right-sided centre back. So that's
you can interchange in either of those. But that's the thing. If we had a right wing back, we've got two players, Reece James and Aspi for the right side. We've got Zuma and Rudiger for the left side. We've got Christensen and Silva in the middle. So we'd have perfect depth in the back three. Now it's a little bit more stretched, but it's fine. Like it's nothing to really lose sleep about. I would have wanted Hakimi. It would have been nice, but he ain't here now, so
is it just him that's picked?
Yeah, Moroccan Bellerin.
PSG over Chelsea himself. Like PSG is his preferred destination.
Of what?
Is PSG just his preferred destination? Like I'm not even sure. I don't know why he's.
No, I'm not sure what he said. Did you not hear what he said about him?
I heard it.
I didn't say anything, man.
Did you not catch that, Ryan? Normally you catch.
No, I didn't catch that. Still.
I just called him the Moroccan Bellerin. That's it.
Oh,
nothing, man.
They're trying to replace Hakimi with Bellerin.
Don't fucking kill me.
Bellerin.
I'm being serious.
That's crazy.
Bellerin, you know. Can't even take a throw in properly, man. Man came to Anfield and took 2 foul throw-ins in one game. Babs ain't having it.
Huh? Now I'm doing work, yeah, so it's
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, but Hakimi's done. Yeah, he's off to PSG, but it is what it is. That's not.
What
too
about
deep.
Haaland?
Haaland is just. I've heard Roman's trying to handle this situation privately, so we're not going to hear
Roman
anything.
turned up in negotiations, yeah.
Roman specifically wants Haaland, which is why I'm more confident in it. When Roman wants a player, we get the player. It's just a matter of time. But I don't expect Haaland to be done in weeks anyway. It's a 150 million transfer. We're also trying to sell players first, but the biggest problem is we always want as the biggest amount of money possible for our deadwood players. That's why Leeds United came in with a 10 million offer for Batshuayi. We said no, we wanted 15 million. They told us to fuck off. I don't blame them.
10 million.
It's also wages as well. You guys put them on mad wages.
Yeah, do you know how many guys we got on 100k a week? It's ridiculous. I think we went through this last week, but the amount of players we have on crazy wages is mad. Barkley 100k, he's on 120k a week. Bakayoko's on 100k a week. You see why we're struggling to sell these, man?
Yeah, I forgot Barkley's still your player. I forgot about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, most of these guys are on one-year deals, so we're finally rid of the 17-18 transfer window, but we still got these wild lads for another year.
As long as Barkley's not at Chelsea for that game at Anfield in late August, because he always bloody turns up against us, innit? Even for Aston Villa, even for Chelsea in the Cup, always turns up against Liverpool, the prick, honestly.
He always loves a game at Anfield. You lot should sign him. He'd have 19 games there. He'd be great for you.
I wouldn't have him. He's Everton anyway. He wouldn't come, but like that, he's cracking it.
Again.
He's proper Everton. That's why he tried to. That's why he decided to stay at the club and hold on to his wages for another 6 months so he could join Chelsea on the cheap. Everton fans.
I'd just start him at Anfield. I would literally just start him at Anfield if I were you. He's guaranteed.
Yeah. You would want us to. You would want us to.
No, because he always turns up against us. If I were you, I'd start him.
That's what I'm trying to see. Everyone wants to see that midfield battle: Ross Barkley versus McGinn. Yeah, me.
That's the one we. Oh, that's Aston Villa. That's Aston Villa right this season.
Yeah, I'm saying.
No, but he's been there this season on loan at Villa.
Get me, McGinn.
When they battled 7-2 in it, they both scored that game.
And they'll play Gilmore, so you can have the battle of the Scots.
Yeah, McGinn.
Oh, Bielsa.
McGinn Barkley is like Austria, North Macedonia. It's legit. It's like, oh, that happens. Okay.
I respect Austria and North Macedonia. You put in fucking Ross Barkley in the same name as these, man. Oh my goodness.
You know North Macedonia scored as many goals as England in the group.
What?
North Macedonia scored as many goals as England in the group stages.
Not even surprised.
It's coming home is what people
coming home, but it's coming home, guys, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
Like Harry J says in the comments, Fabinho, Thiago, Tielemans. I'd love that midfield, but we're not getting Tielemans in it. Like you can barely get John McGinn in it.
Not this season. Not this season, anyway.
You can barely get
why are you not getting
Tielemans?
So you see a chance in the future of Tielemans leaving?
Potentially, but I don't think it's this season.
Yeah.
I tell you,
but the way we're building a team around him, but he could potentially leave. Yeah, I mean, any player from us, all of you, man, can offer more wages. We know that. Yeah. So I can't go. Oh, we want to hold on to them, but we've seen our best, and also we've lost our best players and we've replaced them.
If you don't get UCL again, I'd get that. I would definitely get that. But anyone got any other final thoughts before we end the stream?
People, Liverpool fans who are like suddenly, oh, I wish we kept Gini Wijnaldum. Just shut up in it. Like he's crap. Like I have no regrets.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a few good games against Ukraine and stuff in it, or something like that. He's not good in it. Like
right, Italy had a few good games against Switzerland and Turkey, and all of a sudden they're the favourites for the competition. So why does it not work, Gini?
Well, Gini's crap, man. He's captain in it. Like I don't know. He's captain. He let his team lose a 2-goal lead against Ukraine. You know that's shameful.
Did they not win the game though?
Yeah, they won it after, but you shouldn't be losing the 2-goal lead in the first place. They won it after, yeah.
They won the game. That's what he did, innit? He brought them back, you get me, to the forefront after losing the 2-goal. He rallied the troops. He steadied the ship.
Getting all
the
these
captain
passing
on the
merchant
pitch.
stuff in it. Like,
Hey, well, you love McGinn for it though, innit? You're all for McGinn. You know what I'm saying?
McGinn's better than him, innit?
McGinn and Jordan Henderson. That is the double
He's
pivot. You
getting
want
his
to see
prop ready early, man. You
With
love
Well, I
Basuma.
don't even think we'll get McGinn, but like if we do, I'm gonna
I
hype
hope you
him
get
up, innit?
McGinn. Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, there we go. That is proper.
Give him the
Brexit
number
pivot.
5
Just-
shirt and
They just
everything.
mistaked him for Robertson, and they're like, oh wait, it's the wrong player. Oh shit.
He's left-footed as well. I'll get it even more mistaken.
I big up Kevin Fraser, the donation as well. Champions of Europe. We know what we are. Love
You know
that,
what's
man.
bad? Big up to Kevin because he drops this same super chat on my channel because he knows I won't read it out if he just writes it. So man will super chat this at random points, NBA watch along, and I'll just random Champions of Europe. Yeah, big up Kevin.
This is the shamelessness we all aspire for, my G. Big up
If
yourself.
you fan,
man.
all the Chelsea fans on my channel and that, and in the
Love
comments.
to see you as part of the shameless gang. Come on, G. But we are going to end the stream here. It's been yet another great episode of Shameless FC with the gang. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. Check out everyone's socials. Check out everyone's channels. It is down in the description below. Smash the like and subscribe button. And Kevin, just for you, seeing as you left the super chat, we're going to end with the Champions of Europe. Take care, like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chelsea.